Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to day 15 of Christie's from Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches series 15. And it is the third Saturday of the month, which means that I get together with my friends and we bring you Mad About Mini paper pads so that you can get some ideas and inspirations, hopefully, to get those smaller paper pads, 6x6, 6x8, 4x6, 2x2, and even scraps out of your stash and used on some layouts or projects. So today's sketch is by Sandra Lee. Sandra, who plays along with us on the sketch. She's on the Sketch Sunday crew. She is over on Instagram, and I will have her link down below, of course, and you can see her lovely sketch up here in the corner. Now, so I have a few things to discuss here and a few choices to make with you, but let's start with my photo and then the 6x8 papers. So I have this fun photo, and if you recall, I think was it in April or early May, I always do, every year I do the date of the first buds, and I also do later on this lovely tree, which is on my walk to and from my mom's, and I take a picture of this every year as well, because the flowering of this really does not last very long, and I like to record that every year as well to see the difference. And this year it was absolutely gorgeous on the 10th of May. I'll have to look back and see what it was last year. I have a feeling it was a little bit earlier this year, because the buds I did on the 27th of April, and last year I think it was the 3rd of May. So we have this fun photo. Now I'm using my Joyful Notes 6x8 paper pad here, because if you look at the photo, Sandra has two photos in her sketch. I think I'm going to stick with the one. I do have a smaller photo that goes with this, which is, I think, some some crabapple flowers, but it's a smaller one. I had actually put it aside to do day 13, and I missed day 13, but I'm going to go back to it. So, but I think I'm going to stick with just the one photo. There is something very similar to sort of like a 6x8 size behind it, and I've got these 4 papers already taken out. I definitely love this. I find it sort of goes so beautifully with the photo. So does this, but the pattern here is a little bit larger. I actually took this out thinking I might do some fussy cutting, but I definitely like this paper. And the only decision I've made for sure is I'm going to mat my photo in this, and I think I'm definitely going to use this paper on the horizontal with this. Now, the next question I have is, what am I going to do with my background? Sandra has a large 12x12 frame in the back of smaller, probably 10x10 or 10.5x10 or something like that, paper on top, and then sort of this type of design. So I'm looking now, I have a couple of choices. Do I want to use a white background or a patterned background? Now, if I do a white background, I could definitely use, see, isn't that funny? On this side I don't. On this side the color matches a lot better. That's very odd. Okay. So if I do a white background, I could sort of use this as the smaller frame. This, I think, it's a scrap as is. It was 9.5 by 9.5, I think, with this kind of on top and my photo. So that that could be a way to go. I kind of like that because I do definitely want this paper, and if I put it right on the white, it's going to be a little sort of bland here. I would either need to ink it or bring in some more of these papers, which would be a little bit different from the sketch, but it's a possibility, so I could do something like that. So I am liking this. Now, the other thing I could do is frame my layout, because I'm using, this is all from Adventure Awaits. I have this. Yeah, see, I definitely want to use that, so I don't find that that floral goes very well with it. So, but I could definitely use this blue and then have a white background here. Then I would need to bring in something like this paper, or I would still, you know what I could do? I could still leave that like that and then sort of have this, pop this underneath it, which sort of deviates a little bit from the sketch, but that doesn't matter because then I can bring in all my embellishments down here the way Sandra does. Over here, she has a folded over corner. I'm not sure whether I will do a folded over or whether I might just sort of bring something like that over on the side and then do a little embellishing. And then I was thinking I could maybe go into the purples as my background, but that purple really doesn't match very. It looks not bad there, so I could bring that in maybe if I use the white background, because it doesn't look too bad here or here, but I'm not liking that as much. So far, I am leaning towards the white background, the turquoise, this. Of course, let's already take that off. Bring this over here. Mat my photo with this for sure, and bring that sort of here. And then I would put a little something here. Now, I would like this to be maybe a little bit bigger, but I don't have another piece of this paper. I may need to go in and get some more Bella Boulevard Besties, because I do love, love, love this color. I think, is it, I can't remember whether this is Gulf or actually turquoise, one of the two. But so I'm leaning towards that. Now, I have some florals. I have the pink, but I also have some turquoise here, and I'm thinking I might like the turquoise a little bit more. The pink I find is a little off. It's a little too bright. Maybe I'll go in, these are Nicole Jones 911, and I'll go see if I have some rose, because you see, yeah, see, I do like this, just a little bit of a different tone. I have a feeling this must be the rose. So I think I would maybe go in, yeah, see, I definitely do like this a lot more, and I could use some turquoise and some rose, and we can do the florals along the bottom here. I have some tabs, which could be nice, sort of up here kind of thing. Might bring this down a little bit further so that I can do the corner up here. And then I have this little piece, which is the branding script from this one, I think, which is this floral, but on the turquoise background. I might want to bring that in somewhere. I've got this Flare the Little Things, which I think is really, really cute. Some butterflies, they might go, sort of go over here. Okay, so I think I have a bit of a general idea. Now you see I had taken the pink florals out because I thought I would do some more fussy cutting, but I think it's a little bit too bright, so I'm going to go back to the drawing board with that and see if I can find the rose. I've got Just Good Stuff, some lovely sequins here from Spiegelmom Scraps, and I do believe these are still in the shop that I am going to bring in. Let me go get the first bits of this down. But I want to just do a very, very thin. Yeah, that's not the right color now, though, is it? So I might do some outlining here, which would be a little bit different as well. Let me go get the first bits of this down, and I will come back and we will finish this together. See you in a sec on the other side. Okay, and there you have it, my completed layout. I went off and I did some fussy cutting, but as you know, I had quite a bit in here, but as you can see, I pretty much don't have anything left here in the Adventure Awaits fussy cut bit, so I'm going to have to do some more. But I did, I had these lovely blue florals that were already fussy cut. I fussy cut some white Nicole Jones 911 florals. I did fussy cut some turquoise 911, Nicole Jones 911, but I found they were just a little bit too bright. So I got my background piece here down, my photo the way I showed you, and I just have the one photo as opposed to the two in the sketch. I did go in and get another piece of 6x8 so that I could put this little corner piece there, because the blue here in the end was sort of too similar to the background, and this I felt was too dark. So I went in and I got, because I didn't have another piece of this, I was kind of hoping that I did, but I didn't. So I just went in and I got that. And what I did here is I cut a 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch square, and then made a triangle with it to put up in this corner, and then just a little scrap, actually the bit that I cut off from this frame, so that I could just have a little bit of repetition in both pattern and color. So I put that up in the corner. My bottom here is very, very similar, pretty much the same, at least in principle, and I think mood and feel as in the sketch. Now, I did put a couple of tags here, and I went with the green, which has me wondering whether I should have had something green up here, but I do have some green in the leaves here, so we're going to call that good. I'm not going to worry about it too much. And a pink tag sticking out, and then these fun florals. I had one more of these larger fussy cut pieces from Adventure Awaits. I popped that there, then this lovely Hey Little Magpie flare, the little things, and that is actually going to serve as my title, so I won't have a title up top as in the sketch. This is going to, because that's basically all it is. It's me taking a photo of the same tree every year when it's in full bloom, for the fun of being able to compare the dates year to year. I broke up the blue florals here with some of these white Nicole Jones 911 flowers number 5, and I put another one up here, a little tab, an epoxy flare here, another one of these florals up here, and a little pink one. And then over here I just popped a butterfly and a wood button with a turquoise heart, so that basically I have round dimensional items in each, although they are different, but they are sort of all flare-like, I guess, in a little ways. So there you go. So Mad About Mini paper pads for the month of June. 30 Days of Sketches, Series 15, Day 15. Thank you, Sandra, for a lovely, lovely sketch. Don't forget to use the hashtag 30DSCBL15. The playlist will be down below. Everybody playing along with Matt about mini paper pads, their links will be down below as well. And the only thing I have left to do, I think here, you know how I am with white or cream cardstock. I always feel as though it either needs to be inked, outlined, or framed. So I have this tempting turquoise from Stampin' Up, and we're just going to give this a little bit of an outline. And I always double outline because of course they're nowhere close to being straight, and that's fine. But therefore I sort of double outline so that they look wonky on purpose, and I quite like that effect on my page. So there you have it for today. I hope you are inspired to get some of those little paper pads out, or smaller papers. You know, even the 12 by 12 sheets that have the 2 by 2 squares on them. Paige Evans does that quite a bit. Simple Stories has also often sort of 4 by 4 and then 2 by 2. You can use those. So I hope we've inspired you to get those mini paper pads out, and I hope you've enjoyed this take on the sketch. See you back here very, very soon. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.